Hello everyone, we're back with another Riftbound Unleashed box opening, and this is part 4 of 6, so I have 2 more boxes to open after this one. And so far the pulls that we've gotten have been an overnumbered Poro and a overnumbered Rengar, non-sig, as 2 of the hits. I unfortunately did open a 5th box off camera, just for kind of my own pleasure, and did pull the overnumbered Poppy signature, which I'm kind of now regretting not having opening on camera. But here we are, and we'll just rip straight into the first pack. We will skip most of these cards, as some of them have been explained in the previous videos. And we'll go straight into the hits. So we have Kha'Zix, Vi, and then the normal rare here. So far the unboxing experience for Unleashed has been pretty good. I have read and seen discourse online about the pull rates and the box opening experience for Unleashed, and it hasn't been all that great. I will probably say that's for a multitude of factors. I think the first being that this is a relatively smaller set, and a lot of the cards that you're pulling are repeats, even in the same box, so you don't get a lot of unique variants in the cards. But I know for a fact the biggest biggest issue with the box opening experience has been the amount of legends that you get per box. And I agree. I think opening 14 to 17 legends in a box really does kind of hurt the experience, simply because you don't need any more than just one of these legends. And if you're not pulling the overnumbered version, then you don't want more than one of each legend. And I guess that really does kind of hurt the experience in a way. And then the third talking topic that I've seen online was that pulling an overnumbered Poro doesn't feel all that great either, as you generally don't get to use those in your deck. I mean, you can, but it's not like your legend card, which is constantly in the field of play, and is, you know, as you're playing Riftbound, your legend is always visible, and so is your overnumbered. And got our third Daisy. And as for the Poros, they're units that you play, so they're mostly in your deck, and you probably won't ever see it or draw it while you play the game, so it kind of ruins the whole showcase experience. So it's really mostly for collectors, but I would go and say that there are more people playing Riftbound than actually wanting to collect or buying Riftbound to solely just collect. I was one of those initial, I wanted to collect the card game and not actually play it. And then I reluctantly learned online how to play the game. And once I started going to my first, second, and third Nexus nights, I was pretty much hooked, and now I'm kind of doing a little bit of everything. But my sole purpose to play Riftbound now is to build decks and to play with other people. The collecting aspect is nice, and if I have excess cards, I'm going to build a master set, just so I can, remember the card layout, the card list for each set. Also, just viewing a master set is very pretty, in my opinion. Having all the cards laid out as they are, especially if they spread out in the page evenly, which is always really nice. So it's aesthetically pleasing. So we're already on our fourth legend here. So I think out of 6 packs that we've opened, so not the best ratio here. All right. We got fresh beans as our foil. And as you see, we got our second conscription. So yeah, we're starting to see duplicates now of cards already within the same box. As far as cards that I'm chasing, I'm looking for the regular Elder Dragon card. I already pulled the alt art Elder Dragon. I do have both Barons. I do need some alternate art showcases for, I believe, Diana and I want to say Ivern, Green Ivern. Okay, guaranteed epic. First card is a rare from the 3-slot foil. Diana, and what's behind here? And I do not have this actually, so that's going straight to the master set. It's the first time I've pulled that. I'm pretty sure some of these reverse foils will need into the master set as well, so even some of the lesser hits we appreciate. Okay, we get another guaranteed epic pack. First card of the 3-slot foil is rare. Evelyn and Blue Sentinel. Nice. We got this one as well, so this is just extra now. Okay. Grim Resolve as our first foil. Ivern and Poppy. Okay. Curious to hear what other people feel about opening this set. I know once I'm done with these 6 boxes, I probably will not be opening any more Unleashed. Maybe some more Origins, but I will be anticipating Vendetta a little bit more, as I do like the champion list. Oh, I don't think I have this. This is a weird showcase card because it doesn't really look like a showcase artwork. It's hard to see the texturing, but you can kind of see it there. Yeah, maybe maybe people feel that some of the artwork here also is a little bit underwhelming in this set. I personally really like the Spirit Forged set list and artwork, as well as all of the overnumbers. I think they have a very clean thematic, using the Spirit Blossom skin line from League of Legends. I've been a little biased to that skin line, as it's one of my favorites. Nice. Another showcase art. So this feels more like a showcase alternate art. You can kind of see the entire artwork. Nothing is being masked. As for the Kazakhs, there isn't anything else on the bottom here. It feels like just a generic common card, whereas this, the entire card has a foil. There's texturing all over the frame of the card. It's not bordered, black bordered either, whereas Kazakhs is. I almost feel like this is a misprint. And they both have the same rarity. So, yeah, a little inconsistent there with the framing and printing of the showcase alternate art. Okay. Fate Weaver, Vi, and Pike. Alright. I believe we have 6 more to go. This should be this 1 of 6 right now. Black Flame Altar, Diana, and Vex. Diana right now is very high in popularity with the Sydney regional qualifiers. We did see a lot of Diana play, as well as LeBlanc, which is really cool. Although in the end, Irelia, green and purple, won. So no one's surprise. Although Aurora decks really did make a pretty decent splash. Which I don't particularly find all that fun, but I don't care whether or not Aurora stays or goes. I know a lot of people are asking for bans on the Aurora, simply because it's too easy to just play a 12 cost, 3 power unit for 9 and 2 power, alongside with the other 2 Elder Dragons that you'll pull. I just did it. I just ordered a playset of these, and then I pulled one last night in my Nexus night, and I'm pulling another one now. in this box, so that's funny. But at least the Rift Heralds have gone up in value since the regional qualifiers. To my knowledge, I think a lot of the LeBlancs were playing that with baited hook. So I can understand why the popularity would go up on that front. Okay, guaranteed epic pack. We got Nyla, Kha'Zix, and very, very nice. And that is a Kha'Zix overnumbered. Nice looking card, very nice actually. Good framing, great texturing. And that is a hit. Very nice. I cannot complain. I've had pretty decent luck with opening Unleashed. So maybe that's all it is. It's just luck. But I am not complaining. Let me move this here to the side so it's not glaring. All right. So we're down to 4 packs. I lied earlier. There were more packs. I just didn't count properly. Speaking of, this is most definitely the Kha'Zix box, as we did get the showcase alt art Kha'Zix. We did get the purple normal Kha'Zix, and now we do have the alternate art Kha'Zix. We also pulled the legend Kha'Zix too, so it's everywhere. Alrighty. So I have been playing Victor in my Nexus Knights. Didn't add too many Unleashed cards in the Victor deck yet. Still playing a lot of Origins and Spirit Forged. But I do want to run a Victor, Harness Dragon, Rift Herald, Otacon deck. And speaking of, and still haven't made my way into building the deck, but I will be doing so soon now that I already have most of my Rift Heralds. Perhaps I might even build a Kha'Zix deck. The overnumbered. And last pack magic. So we do get our last booster pack is a guaranteed epic. So we do have our first of 3 foils is a rare. Sumpworks map, and it revealed to the last card. What do we get? A Gutter Place. Funny way to end the night. Awesome. All right. So as far as the hits that we've pulled for the epic and above, we got Gutter Place, Rift Herald, Diana, no longer human, Kha'Zix, Mutating Horror, Blue Sentinel, Built-in Lullaby. It says Lilia's signature spell. And then Vi's signature gear and Ivern's signature unit. And last but not least, we did get the Kha'Zix overnumbered. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next 2 unboxing videos. Bye bye.